What's up, everybody? USS Princeton 2004 here, and it's a Tuesday morning, and it's around 7:35 on a not May, January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, May 3rd, and it's time for me to go to work once again. So let's go. Man, time really flies when you're having fun. It seems like when you're at work, time seems to go by real slow. But then when you're just relaxing, watching videos on the internet, or checking out the forums, seems like time flies, and before you know it, it's been a couple of hours since you last, looked at the clock. And it's not that bad that time flies, the days go by faster. So the weekend comes pretty soon. Before you know it, it's already the weekend. But then again, at the same time, each morning that I wake up on the weekdays, it's time for me to go back to work again. I spend a lot of my time on the internet, as most of you have probably guessed. And I was checking out the M13online forum, which is a site mainly for the other fellow vlogger who is pretty famous and has had a lot of views, is 13 More Death. That's his username on YouTube. But then there's another account with the 13 at the end of More Death instead of in front of More Death. And I think that is his account also. But for the majority of his videos, it's on the 13 More Death one, not the More Death 13 account. So I don't know what happened there, where he has two YouTube accounts. But on top of that, he also has his own website. And there's a forum on there that a lot of motorcycle enthusiasts go to and, talk to each other. And I just recently became a member. And it looks like a nice forum with a lot of interesting things. And There was an avatar of M13 in which there's a guy eating, I guess, his lunch, and there's a girl sitting across the table or further down, and the lady is an Asian lady. She stares down the guy eating his lunch, and the lady suddenly spreads her legs, and she was wearing a skirt, so you could see her panties. And the guy saw that, and he started choking on his food. So that was pretty funny for an avatar. And I was interested in, getting an avatar similar to that. And I've seen some avatars where there are sexy women, like, bouncing up and down, so their breasts, like, move up and down and bounce around. And others have, like, just dancing slowly, like sexily, and just their underwear and bras. And there are a bunch of those that I found online thanks to a member on the M13 forum, and I forgot his name, his username, but he directed me to this site, and he found it through Google. And so I clicked on the link, and it showed me some avatars that I was looking for, like the sexy ones. And in particular, I was looking for the Japanese ones because, I'm really fond of anything Japanese, and especially their women. And so I clicked on that and found a few that I wanted. But then I was interested in seeing if I could find more sexy graphic interchange format or gifs images. So I used Google, which was a suggestion by the user on M13 forum for me to use to do a search. And the keyword that I typed in was sexy GIFs, which is GIFS. And it brought up a lot of searches. And usually on those searches, I just click on the first few. But then if I don't find anything that I want, I keep clicking at the links from top down. Excuse me. But yeah, I found this link to eBombs World, which is a forum. And at the time I was just checking out the I should go across here, I have room. Okay, cool. But yeah, I was looking at the forum and found some animated GIFs. And I was just browsing through the forum. And for those that want to know the exact address, it is www.eBombsWorld, which is EBAUMSWORLD.com. That's ebombsworld.com. And I was, browsing some of the topics there, and it's an interesting website, and there's a section on there that says NSFW, which stands for not safe for work, and you'd have to be 18 years old and over to enter that section of the forum. So, and I'm stuck behind this bus, so I had to make these frequent stops. Excuse me. But I wanted to enter that section of the forum, but before you can enter, you'd have to obviously register. But then after registering, you'd have to have at least 5 successful posts in the new user section. So you'd have to get like 5 posts that are approved before you can enter that NSFW section. And usually those restricted sections at forums are the ones that are the most interesting, because anything goes pretty much in those sections. I have people behind me. But after my first initial search were for animated or graphic interchange format avatars, which are gifs once again, and one thing led to another, so I end up in eBomb's World forum, and I enter this not safe for work section, and apparently most of the things in there are topics that you would not normally have open it while you're around people. And that's why it's called NSFW, not safe for work. And I go in there and I saw a lot of videos that are interesting, but then at the same time kind of disgusting. And there are a lot of weird things in there, like some of it is pornographic. And a lot of the language in there is, almost unmoderated by the mods. So people just say anything they want to say. And there are videos also, well, not videos, there are also like GIFs that are kind of gorish.